All right, let's talk about those little things. The everyday problems that just drive you nuts. Well, today, we're diving into some seriously clever gadgets designed to solve them. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The clogged drain, nail clippings flying everywhere, always having to bend and reach for things. I mean, they're small annoyances, sure, but man, they add up. But what if? What if we could just make them disappear? Now, we're not talking about some sci-fi far-out technology. Nope, we're zeroing in on simple, really smart designs that you can get right now. The kinds of things that actually improve your quality of life in these small but honestly super significant ways. So first up, let's start where a lot of these headaches happen, right at home. We're going to check out a few gadgets that make chores way easier and your space just a little more zen. The bathroom sink. It is a never-ending war against hair and all that gunk, isn't it? You either pretend it's not happening until it's a total disaster, or you're stuck messing with smelly drain cleaners and weird tools. It's just a really frustrating cycle. But check this out. This solution is a total game changer. It's this little pop-up strainer that catches all that stuff before it even becomes a problem. And when it gets full, the little basket inside just pops right out. You give it a quick rinse, and you're done. No harsh chemicals, no waiting for a plumber. It's just easy. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about space. Because let's be real, in most of our homes, every single inch counts. And you're always having to make these choices, right? Do I get a cool table, or an air purifier, or a place to charge my phone? But what if you didn't have to choose? This is where multifunctional stuff is just brilliant. Just picture it, one single piece of furniture that's quietly cleaning your air, getting rid of dust and pet hair. At the same time, it's a wireless charger, you just drop your phone on it. And it's an ambient light with different colors to set the mood. It's the perfect example of smart design that pulls everything together and saves you a ton of space. And oh man, mopping, the old way, it's just a recipe for a sore back, right? You're constantly buying those wasteful, disposable pads, and you can never quite get into the corners. But the smart way, it changes the whole game. You get an extendable handle, bye-bye back pain. You get reusable pads, which is way better for your wallet and the planet, and that 360-degree swivel head, it gets into every single nook and cranny. It's a simple upgrade, but wow, it makes such a difference. All right, let's take that same clever problem-solving vibe and apply it to our personal care routines. We're talking about gadgets that can take a daily task and turn it into something that actually feels good, like a little moment of self-care. Okay, think about this. Washing your feet in the shower. For a lot of people, bending all the way down is tough, or maybe it's just really annoying. It can feel like a wobbly balancing act, right? Well, this simple idea gets rid of that problem entirely. And it could not be simpler to use. Seriously, you just add some soap, step in, and let over 1,000 soft bristles do everything for you. They clean, they exfoliate, they even massage your feet. It's like having a little spa treatment right there in your shower. So great for anyone who just wants things to be a bit easier and more comfortable. All right, here is one that I think literally everyone can relate to. You're clipping your nails and ping. A little piece flies off into the great unknown, gone forever. It's such a tiny thing, but it is so annoying. The answer, of course, is just a smarter design. This clipper has a built-in catcher that traps all the mess. No more flying clippings. And when you combine that with super sharp blades and a really comfortable handle, you get a clean, powerful cut every time. It's a simple fix that just makes everything better. Okay, for this next section, we're shifting focus to gadgets that are all about comfort and wellness. You know, the tech that helps you relax, unwind, and just create a peaceful vibe after a long day. So, if you've ever looked up at the night sky and just felt, wow, this one's for you. Imagine, instead of just a boring old ceiling, you could turn your whole room into a personal planetarium with the entire cosmos projected right above you. But here's the really cool part, the sheer variety. You're not just getting one boring static picture of the stars. No, this thing comes with 13 different options to choose from. And with those 13 discs, one night you could be drifting off to sleep under these incredible swirling nebulae. The next night, maybe you're gazing up at our own solar system. It even rotates 360 degrees and has an auto-off timer, so it's just this super immersive, relaxing way to wind down and fall asleep. You know, our hands do so much for us all day long. All that typing, texting, scrolling, but we almost never give them a break. This next quote really hits the nail on the head when it comes to the kind of relief we're talking about here. So how does it work? Well, it combines this wonderful, soothing heat that helps loosen up your muscles with gentle air compression that massages your entire hand, all the way from your fingers to your wrist. And because you can choose from different modes and pressure levels, it's like having your own personalized therapy session. It's a huge relief for anyone with sore hands, arthritis, or carpal tunnel. And last up in this section, let's talk atmosphere. I mean, creating a calm space is so important for relaxing, and this little gadget is a total triple threat. First, it's a humidifier, putting some nice moisture back into the air. Second, it's an essential oil diffuser for some aromatherapy. And third, it's a white noise machine with 10 different relaxing sounds. And that raindrop effect? It's just the perfect calming final touch. So we've looked at all these really cool, clever gadgets. But what's the big idea here? What does all this tell us about where innovation is really going? And this really gets to the core of it all. See, real innovation, it isn't always some huge world-changing technological leap. A lot of the time, it's about noticing a small, annoying problem that we all deal with and then coming up with a simple, elegant solution. That is what makes a huge difference in our everyday lives. And that leaves us with a really fun question to think about. As you go through your day, start paying attention to those little frustrations, the things you just kind of accept as normal. What's that one little thing in your routine that's just begging for a clever inventor to come along and fix it? What do you think is next?